Hello, everyone. This is Christine Till. I call myself the marketing mentress. And that came as a result of when I first started my business. My oldest son said, "Well, why don't you? You're good at sales and marketing. Why don't you just start uh, a marketing business and you call yourself the marketing mentor?" And I went, "Oh, that's kind of masculine. I wanted something that was more feminine sounding." And so between him and my social media coach, we bounced some thoughts around and we came up with marketing mentress. So that's where that came from. But I just wanted to let you know a few things, and I'm going to be making videos on a regular basis. I think it's something that I really need to do um, to help people with through some of the ups and downs of life. And any of you who are following me, you probably have already seen some of my posts that I do. I do a lot of positive posts, and it's mainly for myself, to keep myself positive and keep me thinking about um, things that are going to help me move forward rather than feel stuck. And there was a time in my life when I really felt stuck. I had four little kids. I had no time for me, and seemed like I was always either in the garden, fixing the garden, cleaning the garden, weeding, whatever, or I was in the kitchen canning and freezing food supply, and just to keep the mouths fed in my household. And one day I was walking past the microwave in the kitchen, and I looked at myself and I looked awful, like really awful, like I was really sick or something. But it was Sunday morning, and we go to church every Sunday, so I got the kids all bundled up and away we went to church. And while I was at church, we have a rule when we're at church, and you can sit in sacrament meeting, in church meeting, um, and read a quiet book, picture book. We had some Bible story picture books that the kids could look at if they would sit quietly in church. But if they started fighting with their siblings, then I went, okay, you're gonna go sit out in the hall. I mean, if you go sit out in the hall, you sit on a chair and you fold your arms and you do not run up and down the hallway. You sit still with your arms folded. Or if they're really little, they'd sit on my lap with their arms folded, and I would fold their arms. And that was not fun. So they soon learned that it was really, really important to behave yourself when you're sitting in church, because then at least you got to look at a book. Anyway, this one day I was sitting out with one of my misbehaved children, and I had a friend walk up to me and she said, "Are you okay?" And I said, "No, I feel like I'm going to have a nervous breakdown." And I said, "I don't know what to do." She said, "Oh, just hold that thought." And she went and got a chair and sat down beside me. She said, "My husband is a psychologist, and he coaches or counsels people in through the AISH, which is the welfare program here in Alberta. And he's counseled hundreds of different people. And she said, one thing he's told me is that virtually everyone who has a nervous breakdown at some point, they give a mental give up. Mentally, they give up. They just decide, I can't take this anymore, I give up. And when they do that, their mind breaks and they have a nervous breakdown. And the problem with that is they end up on drugs, like pharmaceutical drugs, and that numb the pain. And when they get off the drugs, it's easier to have a second and a third and a fourth nervous breakdown. And your mind, he's noticed that the minds of these people that have had nervous breakdowns never go back to the strength that they were before they had the first one. And she said to me, "Are you reading your scriptures? Are you praying?" I said, "No, I don't believe Heavenly Father even cares about me. He doesn't know about me. I'm all by myself. Nobody cares about me." And I was really wallowing in it big time. And she said, "I promise you that if you will start praying every day and reading your scriptures every day, that you will feel strong again and that you will not have a nervous breakdown." So I was desperate. And what I did is I took her advice and I started doing it, reading my scriptures and saying my prayers every day. The only time I missed, I could probably count on one hand because I got really sick with the flu a couple of times, and especially with COVID. But then I still did lying down prayers. So I'm testifying to you that it really works, that you can start believing in yourself if you have belief in a higher being and consistently work at it. I see so many people who wallow in the negatives in their lives and they never pull out of it. And uh, my heart goes out to you because I want to help in some way. I'm not a doctor. Nope. I just have life experiences. And I always try to maintain a sense of humor. Mind you, my husband says he wonders if I have a very good sense of humor because he'll crack a joke and it takes me a while to catch on. But it is really important to find ways that we can stay positive and stop criticizing ourselves and stop criticizing other people and just find ways to stay positive. And to this day, I continue to work to move forward and not be beating myself up or beating somebody else up with my thoughts. And one of the things I've learned as I've been reading my scriptures is that when we are thinking that somebody else needs to straighten this out, or they need to be better at doing this, or they should stop doing whatever, that tells me that I need to sweep my own doorstep and let them worry about their own. I've got 5 rules for the rest of your life here, and I'm going to read them to you. Number 1, life is not easy and systems will break down. Deal with it. Number 2, stop lying to myself and just get the work done. Number 3, life is not about how happy I am. It is all about feeling joy because I have done what was necessary to succeed in my goals. And number 4, what is success to me? Be willing to do whatever it takes to maintain balance in my life, family, spirituality, work, friends, and relationships. And number 5, don't leave crumbs. Those are the regrets that cause you to have to look back over your shoulder in the future. I'm Christine Till, a marketing mentress. I hope some of my thoughts have helped spark your day.